And the band plays on, fight on, as the USC Trojans really showed well here in Florida tonight.
And on that magical Miami night, the 2002 USC Trojans returned to the pinnacle of college football, accepting every challenge thrown to them and playing the nation's toughest schedule of games. They captured a share of the Pac-10 title and then came across the nation to win in the Orange Bowl, blasting the Big Ten co-champions. It was an amazing year for Pete Carroll and his team. I'm Tim Ryan, and for the next hour, I want you to join me on a review of USC football 2002. Here is their story. Here is their chronicle. It was indeed a season to remember. The final spring practice at the Los Angeles Coliseum, and the Trojans' 2002 journey begins.
Spring training was really important in my mind to see if we could recapture the work ethic and the enthusiasm and the intensity that we had during a terrific season the year before. More than any specific position need or any of that, it was collectively could we come about that tremendous intensity that we had reached in the way we prepared that gave us a chance to have a good football season. And I was really excited about it because every day we went out, guys battled, the new leadership took over, and guys seemed to have a real feel for how we work here, and we carried it into spring.
Oh yeah, there's a family atmosphere, especially with the guys. I mean, we've been through such hard times that it only made us closer together through the hard times. So the problems on and off the field, we can deal with it. We always deal with it as a group.
Game one, and the welcome mat came out for the Auburn Tigers. Joined by a contingent of Navy fighter jets and a national television audience, the Trojans dominated early with defense. Then the nation got a look at the USC offense.
Quick drop, throw over the middle, complete. It's Kareem Kelly at the 5, at the 4, at the 2, at the 1. Touchdown, USC!
Auburn drove down the field only to be turned back on an interception by Omar Nazel.
And handoff, it's McCullough. He steps into the end zone. Touchdown, USC! Touchdown, USC!
The final, 24-17, and the USC defense made a definite impression.
And I mean, it started in that first Auburn game when I saw it on TV, and I mean, they were swarming, they were everywhere, and I said, oh man, this looks like it's going to be a great year.
It was on to the Rocky Mountains and a date with the Colorado Buffaloes. Early on, the Trojans proved to be inhospitable guests with body-rocking hits like this.
Palmer back to pass, rolls the pocket, being chased, throws on the run, complete to Kerry Coleman across the 43-yard line, and a first down, takes the snap, throws, little out pattern, catches McKenzie, dives forward, first down at the 20, he got away, touchdown, USC! The life of McKenzie looked like a 3-yard gain, he turned into something else indeed, and the Trojans lead. Handoff, McKenzie up the middle, gets away at the 10, he's at the 5, he is in the end zone, touchdown, USC! Handoff, McCullough, left side, 40, 45, 50. He took it away over the 40, 35, 40, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, USC!
And safety Troy Polamalu continued his All-American quest.
Hodge goes in the shotgun. Little pass off. Oh, intercepted Jason Leach. He gets to the 48-yard line, and the Trojans have it right back. Jason Leach steps in front of the intended receiver, DJ Hackett, and the Trojans have it back. Play action, roll the other way. Palmer throws over the middle. Mike Williams wide open. Catches diving at the 45-yard line. First down, USC. And it's Palmer to sneak it in the end zone. Touchdown, USC.
Polamalu and the USC defense wreaked havoc on the Colorado team all afternoon long, holding them without a touchdown. They also set up the special teams.
Snap back, block, punt blocked. Into the end zone it goes. Trojans will pick it up, and it is a touchdown, USC. Colvin drops the pass, being chased, being sacked, drops the ball, picked up by the Trojans, Lawan Ramsey. He's at the 15, the 10, down to the 9-yard line.
Darrell Poston capped off the scoring in this 40-3 win. Then it was off to the nation's heartland, Manhattan, Kansas, and the Kansas State Wildcats for some physical, tough football. Early on, it became readily apparent that this was going to be one of the most physical games of the year in college football. There was hard hitting on both sides of the ball.
Wallace, motion, comes back this way. Roberson, hit, fumbles the ball, going into the end zone. Patterson picks it up. Touchdown, USC.
How huge is that play? Leave it to the defense to come up with a big play in a huge moment.
The Trojan passing attack and Kerry Colbert found success in the first half.
He's in the end zone. Touchdown, USA. Handoff, McCullough going left, steps in at the 20, outside at the 15. He's at the 10, the 5. Touchdown, USA.
The clock ran out on the Trojans at one of the game's toughest stadiums. Carson Palmer and the Trojans came back to Los Angeles where they were greeted by family and friends. The Coliseum looked friendly as fans and former players gathered near the peristyle end of the fabled stadium. They demonstrated why tradition means so much to this program. And before the game, Pete Carroll reminded his team that togetherness wins titles.
Dedicate everything you do to the guys right in this room. That's so powerful. Make sure you do it. Make sure you give it up. We're looking for guys giving it from the heart today. I want to say it from the heart. Defensively, we need to tackle our ass off and run this freaking quarterback into the ground. I want this quarterback hit so many times he never his head spinning.
Well, they listened to Pete Carroll and took his words to heart. And just like old times, pounded Oregon State's quarterback Derek Anderson into the turf.
At the 41-yard line. He has McKenzie in the backfield. He looked that way. Now he will scramble. Fire end zone. Touchdown, Mike Williams.
Whose man is that? Shit, you're attacking your coverage anyway. And Matt, remember, you're here. They feel that run. You don't get the back door. You might make the first time. Bring him up, bring him up, bring him up.
In the second half, the home crowd and a national television audience got more of the same. USC didn't let up on the visitors from Corvallis.
Now he will scramble. Fire end zone. Touchdown, Mike Williams.
USC shut out Oregon State, which had been one of the top scoring teams in all of college football. The offense was efficient, if not spectacular. The first Pac-10 win of the year was in the books, 22-0. Togetherness has always meant titles, and the Trojans needed every bit of it traveling to Pullman and a duel with Washington State. Early on, USC established a running game in the Palouse.
McCullough starts left, right up the middle, 20. He's at the 15, inside the 10, still on his feet, down to the 6-yard line. Sultan McCullough. It's been all McCullough so far at tailback, and he'll get the call again. At the 5, he's into the end zone. Touchdown, USC!
An injury to safety Troy Polamalu sidelined the All-American. Instead of folding, the USC defense hung tough when Washington State threatened to break the game wide open.
5-receiver set. Gesser drives to the end zone. He won't get in. He's stopped by Pollard. Driven back at the 1-yard line. The Trojans hold and take over on downs. First down, USC. Rolls the pocket. Being chased from behind by Davis. Throws on the run. Downfield to right side. Nice catch. Kerry Colbert inside the 20 and down inside the...
USC got some breaks in the second half.
Palmer up under center Katnick. Drops to pass quickly. Throws. McKenzie's open at the 10. Steps inside at the 5. He's got a touchdown. USC. Trojans have the lead. Palmer, quick drop. Dances, throws. McKenzie's open. Catches over his shoulder at the 35.
Late in the game, the Trojans drove into the shadow of the Cougar end zone, and Carson Palmer takes it in himself. The furious USC comeback then continued as the defense took advantage of Washington State miscues.
45 and out of bounds near the Washington State 47. Palmer drops to pass, has time, rolls the pocket right, throws long downfield. Mike Williams is open behind the defense, up in the air. He's got the catch, he's got the ball, he's got the touchdown, USA!
Late mistakes, some tremendous kicking, and an overtime miracle denied the Trojans a victory that night. but it set the stage for success.
We realized that it was a playoff run from then on, and we had to win every game to give ourselves a chance. And so we just, we went about it in that fashion. I really felt like it was an NFL playoff run that we were involved in, one game and you're out, possibly. And so we didn't spend a lot of time on that part of it, but did make it clear, and we just went about our business. It was somewhere even before that we started to catch our stride, but that was really significant because we had missed a golden opportunity to the team we wind up tying with for the championship.
It was time to step up, and the playoff run Pete Carroll talked about began at home against California. Down 21, the Trojans proved what they were made of.
Palmer drops, they pick it up. He lobs the pass for Colbert, up in the air, makes a catch, across the 40 to the 35, and down to the Cal 33-yard line. Bowler fumbles, but it bounced right back up. He lost it, and I think the Trojans got it to 34. Palmer sets to throw, has to roll out of the pocket, in trouble, steps up, and gets sacked, or does he? Oh, he got away. How did he get away from that? Throws long downfield, Mike Williams is all open, makes the catch at the 28-yard line, first down USC.
Blitz. Palmer picks it up, has to roll away, now with time. Kareem Kelly, touchdown!
That was like a little Joe Montana-esque to Dwight Clark.
Palmer, quick drop, throws, Williams catches, and in the 10, he's got away! He's got a touchdown! USC, Trojans are right back in the ballgame.
At halftime, they honored one of the Trojan greats. All-American Ronnie Lott was honored for induction into the College Football Hall of Fame. And in the same tradition, USC's running attack took over in the second half. The Bears were back on their heels, and USC scored 3 times.
So for a touchdown, USC, the Trojans have the lead.
USC's defense kept the pressure on quarterback Kyle Bowler throughout the game, and the difference was crucial. A final field goal from kicker Ryan Killeen proved to be the difference in the 30-28 Pac-10 victory. But this would be a costly win. All-American candidate Sean Cody was lost for the year. Still, this comeback was an inspirational victory.
Coming into the Cal game and being down 21-0 and realizing that we're better than this team that's on the field. We're better than these guys. We should beat these guys. And, we don't need to hurry. We don't need to do anything spectacular. We just need to run the offense. And offensively, we're going to put up points. And we slowly started to chip our way back and started to get a lead. And then we started to build on that. And they made a late run, but there wasn't one guy on our team that thought we were going to lose that game. We knew we were going to be out on top.
I was at the Cal game, and there was a point in that game where it didn't look like they had the opportunity to be a great team, and yet I think in that game you saw something there that was really special. You saw something in terms of people fighting. That was a tough game because they lost one of their top players, the defensive lineman, and I know that everybody in the locker room at halftime, you could see that their hearts went out to this gentleman, and yet you can also see them playing for him in the second half.
Hard-hitting safety Troy Polamalu returned to action against the Washington Huskies, and the media built up the duel between Carson Palmer and Husky quarterback Cody Pickett. The Trojans were fired up for this one.
Fellas, there is one ball today. Offense, you keep it till we score. On defense, I want an all-out onslaught on football. There is but one ball today. One heartbeat, one mind. One big-time win. I'll meet you in here when it's all over. Let's go. One, two, three.
A large Coliseum crowd and a regional television audience saw the special teams set the tone for the day. That's when Carson Palmer went to work, teaming up with freshman Mike Williams on a perfect strike for a touchdown. He then wanted more.
Palmer looking over the top, throwing long for Kerry Colbert behind the defense, catches inside the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, USC! Pickett with no backs, drops the pass, rushed by Riley, hit by Riley, sacked by Omar Nazel at the 45-yard line, a loss of 8, 3rd and 7. Palmer to pass, looking in the end zone, throws, complete, touchdown, Mike Williams once again, and the Trojans have a big lead, 23-7. It's Palmer to Williams one more time. Pickett throws, it's intercepted, could go all the way the other way. That good. Doesn't have the kind of speed to beat Cody Pickett at the 30 and driven out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. Play action. Palmer throws, complete. Williams, third touchdown of the day is in there. Touchdown USC, 3 TDs for Mike Williams. Pickett drops to throw. Over the middle, intercepted. Troy Polamalu at the 45. Cuts back in at the 40. Still on his feet. Got a lot of blockers in front of him at the 30. The high steps at the 25, 20. He's out of bounds. Inside the 15. To the 12-yard line. Troy Polamalu, welcome back. Look out. Sack. Kenichi Udeze. Back at the 8-yard line. Vargas up the middle. 10. 5. Justin Vargas with his first career touchdown as a Trojan, a 13-yard run.
While Justin Vargas got the score, the attention of the nation began to shift towards Carson Palmer.
The position of quarterback has changed so dramatically in college football, including at USC. I think Carson Palmer's year last year was kind of indicative of how it's changed. When we played, we were primarily a running team. If you threw the ball, 20 times a game, it was a lot. And they won with defense, and we won with the running game. We sprinkled in a few passes, but now the game is so much more passing game. It's an up-tempo, fast game, and I think you have to have a dominant player at that position if you're going to compete for the Pac-10 crown or a national championship.
One of the toughest venues to play in all of college football, Autzen Stadium, Eugene, Oregon. In the past, this has been a graveyard for USC football fortunes. And on that day, fans were treated to one of the most entertaining offensive shows in college football, 2002.
He's in for a touchdown, USC. Carson Palmer to Malifo McKenzie with his third touchdown catch of the year. Second down and 10. Inside screen, Williams catches, 25. He's at the 20. He's gone. Touchdown, USC. Palmer to Williams, the freshman, have teamed up again, and the Trojans have regained the advantage. Under 2 to go in the first, 14-13. Palmer drops, pumps, throws, long into coverage, looking for Colbert, makes the catch inside the 10, down to the 6-yard line. How did he do it? Pump fake once, going long in the end zone. It is a touchdown, USC. Kareem Kelly on the long one of 31 yards, and the Trojans have regained the lead. Carson Palmer finding his old friend Kareem Kelly. Drops to pass and is sacked back at the 20-yard line. Palmer takes the snap from Katnick, drops to pass, throws long. Mike Williams behind everybody who has to wait for it. Catches at the 25, still on his feet inside the 20 down to the 15-yard line. I didn't think anybody could outrun Palmer. McKenzie slides away in motion. Long pitch right side. Vargas cuts it back into the 15, still on his feet at the 10. He's at the 5. He's in the end zone. Touchdown, USC. And it's McCullough again. Gets the left side 30, 25, down to the 20, cuts it back into the 16-yard line. Well, that's better than the last one, wasn't it? First down. Trips on the right side, tight formation that way. Palmer drops to pass on first down, throws over the middle. Williams all alone, touchdown, USC. Mike Williams with another touchdown catch. This freshman is incredible. On 3rd and 10, Fife drops to throw, looking left, throws, and it is intercepted by Champ Simmons. Nope, is it incomplete? It is intercepted. We were waiting for the official's call. It hit him in the back, it rolled around up in the air, but it never touched the ground, and Simmons laying on his back. Look what I found here. It's a big Easter egg. It's colored brown, and it's first down SC at the Oregon 46. Palmer drops to throw, looking in the end zone, rolls the pocket right, throws over the middle. McKenzie dives, catches at the 3 into the end zone. Touchdown USC. Palmer to McKenzie, their second connection of the day for 7, and the Trojans have it 40-19. Fife rolls right, can run, doesn't, throws back against the grain, into Howery, knocked away, incomplete. Marcel Allman. Trojans take over on downs with 13:51 to go in the game. Waiting for the snap. It's back. Kick is away. Got the distance. And it's good. Hey, nice kick for Ryan Colleen. How about that?
That'll help his confidence.
Yes, indeed. Drop straight back to pass. Intercepted by Rideau. Out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Trojans get it right back. That's not often that Fife throws an interception, only his third of the year, and Rideau steps in front of Willis and makes the interception and returns it to the 30-yard line, and the Trojans just like that get it right back.
That was just was an opportunity to put Oregon behind us, and we hadn't been able to do that. We were very close the year before and had a chance to win with just seconds on the clock. But this was significant. It was a message sent, and for our football team, and just for ourselves, that we were ready, and we had taken a huge step forward, well past where the program had been in the last few years.
You know, I know SC we hadn't beat Oregon in some years, so you know, to go out there and then for Coach to give me the start and give me the opportunity, and you know, I was able to come through for the team, and we were able to get a big win over Oregon in their place, and we silenced their crowd right away. It was a great feeling.
A somber mood prevailed in the locker room at Stanford. The Trojans knew they were on a roll towards something special. Could they keep it going? Now Pac-10 leadership was on the line.
You know what I'm saying? I want you to understand those words now. Play with confidence. You know what we're doing. We're going to play real well today. You stay there. Nothing's going to get us off our game. Nothing's going to distract us. No, nothing's going to get in the way. Are you ready to get up? Get up!
The setting may have been Northern California, but before an enthusiastic Bay Area crowd and a large contingent from the Southland, USC's defense went to work early.
7 from the 15. Offset to the right side, motion man coming this way, and it's an end around to Grant Mason. He wants to throw perhaps, but he gets stuck back at the 10, and the Trojans swarming on defense come up to make the hit back at the 11-yard line, a loss of 4. 3rd and 11. Takes the snap, kicks it from his own 40, low line drive. That's okay. Bounces at the 20. Hit a Cardinal. Justin Wyatt's got it. Trojans ball, 17-yard line. Same thing happened the other way around, but this time the Trojans pick it up. Justin Wyatt. 1st and 10 at the Stanford 17. Gunther slides away in motion. Quick drop, pump fake. Palmer going deep in the end zone. All alone, Kerry Colbert. Touchdown, USC. And the Trojans have the early lead.
And simply put, the USC offensive explosion couldn't be stopped.
Back to pass Palmer, throwing long over the middle, got Alex Holmes at the 15, catches in stride, dives forward to the 12-yard line down to the 11. Big catch for Alex Holmes. That'll be 27 yards, which is his best of the year. As Palmer rushed from behind, throws over the middle. Williams has it, spins and turns, dives his way into the end zone. Touchdown, USC. Carson Palmer to Mike Williams one more time. Backs in the eye on 3rd and goal at the 2. Trojan fans screaming for defense. Handoff. Nope. Rolling right. Kyle Matter in trouble. Hit once. Hit twice. Grudegood sacks him back at the 10. Handoff. And it's Fargas again right side. Pulls his way to the 5. Keeps on pushing. He's in the end zone. Touchdown Justin Fargas. Touchdown USC.
And this is Justin Fargas at his best.
Underneath the moonlight, the nightmare continued for Stanford's Cardinal.
Play action. Palmer looking the other way across the field all alone. Colbert 5. He can walk into the end zone and does. Touchdown USC. Little dipsy-do. Kind of fooled everybody, and Colbert was all alone at the 5. A 13-yard touchdown catch. Boy, that's good percentage. Look out. Polamalu's got him. No completion there as the sack of Matter by Troy Polamalu at the 16-yard line. 5 tackles for Polamalu and his 2nd sack of the season. 3rd and long. 2nd down and 9. Matter looks left, looks right, throws. It's tapped up in the air and intercepted by Kenichi Udeze at the 16-yard line. Tapped it up, volleyballed it to himself. Mick Haley'd be proud of that one, wouldn't he? Palmer, quick drop, throw over the middle, all alone. Holmes, 5, touchdown, Alex Holmes, touchdown, USC. He finally got one, 22 yards, and Alex Holmes gets his first touchdown catch of the year, 3rd of his career, and the Trojans are up 34-10. Pitch back this way, McKenzie, the tailback at the 45-40, up the sideline, tightrope 30, 25, steps back in at the 20, to the 15, tackled backwards out to the 13-yard line by Colin Branch. A huge gain of 37 yards for Malifo McKenzie of USC, his longest run of the year, and the Trojans have it 1st and 10 at the 13.
USC won 49-17. While the offense was super, the Stanford game was a perfect showcase for the intense Troy Polamalu. The All-American was brilliant. He took command of the defense and pressured the Cardinal all game long. He attacked from all angles. Here indeed is one special player. And it was clearly a showcase for the new defensive scheme of Pete Carroll and his staff. Not only did Polamalu excel, he also gained the admiration of his coach.
Yeah, he's perfect. It just quiet, strength, work ethic, standards, expectations, manner in which he carries his own self, and humble and just courageous and everything you're looking for in a leader.
Fight with the passion that would never be done, never be outdone. The passion of what the Trojans are all becoming, fellas. It's what we're all about here. Here we are playing in front of hometown crowd, homecoming day. This is one of our great opportunities of our season right now to rise up and play with passion that just fucking won't quit and won't be denied. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Fight that for the Trojans. I want you to fight your ass off every step of the way. Bring it on in there. Let's go. Let's fight. Great passion. Great passion. Great heart. Trojans on 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
A homecoming day crowd at the Coliseum awaited Carson Palmer and USC. On this November day, they went down the tunnel to face Arizona State. The idea of winning and winning big was catching fire. And in the homecoming tradition, the Trojans took the field looking to continue their winning ways. It was a streak that was capturing the imagination of the nation. Early on, the tenacious Trojan defense made life miserable for Sun Devil quarterback Andrew Walter. Meanwhile, Palmer and Mike Williams teamed up on another touchdown strike. Then, senior Sultan McCullough and the USC running game came alive.
Handoff, McCullough, right side behind the student body. Outside right side at the 25, 30, 40-yard line up to the 50. He's still on his feet at the 40, at the 30, at the 25, 20, and tackled from behind at the 18-yard line.
If you let him get outside, and Greg Guthrie made a great block to spring Sultan McCullough outside, it's adios.
Palmer hands it off. Nope. Keeps it, looking back against the grain, throws to Holmes, who drags the man into the end zone, and it's a touchdown, USC. Donald, long count, Walter drops to pass. Hit by Grudegood, sacked by Grudegood at the 40-yard line, and loss of 8. Back, blow the game open before the half. Walter drops to pass, looking long, sack, 11-yard line. Omar Nazel. Trojans should call timeout with 3:13 to go in the half.
Leading at the half, the Trojans went into the locker room looking to continue their rapid start.
All right, wrap it up, coaches. Wrap it up. Here we go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Stuff up. Let's get ready to go. Come on, baby. Let's get some help. Let's get that blood flowing. Let's get that blood flowing. Let's go. Let's get that blood going. Let's get that blood flowing. Let's go. Let's get that blood flowing. Hey, we still got to take the fight to him. We still got to take the fight to him. Offense up. Get that ball going. Let's get together. Big time energy in this half. Big time energy. Let's play real smart. Let's kick the shit out of it. Let's make sure offense, we're starting this thing off, send a signal that you're ready to play. Defense, you got a little extra time to get warmed up. When you hit that field, let's be ready to crank. It's first quarter. It's second half. It's fourth quarter's coming up time. Let's show them what we're all about. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. What we're all about. Fuck these guys. Hey, win on 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Let's go.
The SC 27 need to get to the 16. Walter drops to pass number 16, throws a lob pass, and it is intercepted. Deshaun Hill in the end zone, touchback. USC got the ball back out at the 20-yard line. Poorly thrown ball. I thought Walter was trying to throw it away, and he didn't throw it far enough. And Deshaun Hill said, well, I'll go get that one. Hand off Fargas, up the middle. Touchdown, USC! Justin Fargas has taken control of this football game and given the Trojans a 2-touchdown lead.
That was a good block on the lead fullback, Chad Pearson, blowing up Jamar Williams, linebacker for the Sun Devils, and opening the running room for Justin Fargas. That's a great bit of running. It was all Justin Fargas on that drive to get the touchdown for the Trojans. See what they're going to do here.
Full house backfield. They should be able to get this. Handoff. coming outside on the right, and I don't know. I don't think they got it.
Did not get it.
They're not going to run anymore, though. Walter drops the pass, no pressure. Intercepted, Champ at 33. He's at the 30. Coming back against the grain, cuts back to the 25. Down to the 23-yard line. Champ Simmons with the interception. His second of the year, and the Trojans get the ball back and have a great chance to put this football game away. Third down from the 1. Palmer sneaks into the end zone. Touchdown, USC.
I want to tell you something. I love that win tonight. I love that win because we did it again. If we came back and proved that we know how to focus, we know how to be disciplined as a football team, we know how to keep our aim right on the target. You did a great job the last 2 weeks. November's halfway done, fellas. Yeah. November's halfway done, man. And just turn it into one real big game coming up right now because it's the only game we can play. I want to tell you this. I don't want to hear nothing about last year because last year means absolutely nothing to me about playing the Bruins. Doesn't mean shit, and it shouldn't mean it to you either. Oh, we ain't true. Here it is. What we did yesterday don't mean nothing. It's what we're going to do now that's going to count big time. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? We ain't doing a doggone thing different. We're going to stay with how we do it. We're going to focus the way we focus. We're going to stay on track, and we're going to win freaking LA again. Yeah!
Look each other in the eye, because when we go out here in a couple of minutes, we owe it to ourselves, we owe it to each and every one of us to drain every ounce of energy. Don't hold back. If you're holding back, you're wrong. And you're letting us all down. So go out there and play free, play fast, like we know how to play. Play like men, play like Trojans.
Do it, man. Find it. I want nothing but guys with a big time heart to step up.
Darryl Rideau's pregame speech had the Trojans fired up. They went down the tunnel and to the floor of the Rose Bowl, always in unimaginable feeling. They were headed into a battle as part of college athletics' most storied inter-city rivalry. There really isn't anything in the country like USC, UCLA. Childhood friends find themselves on different sides of the ball, and neighbor versus neighbor in the spirit of athletic competition. It is the matchup that captures the imagination of sports fans throughout the world. Running onto the field of battle is a unique experience, and on this day, the Trojans were out to dominate from the beginning.
But here's the kickoff. It's a low line drive. It bounces and is caught on a hop by Perry at the 5. Out to the 20, up the middle, hit by Leach. Fumble the football. The Trojans have it at the 34-yard line. It's recovered by USC. It's recovered by Grant Matos, and SC's got it right out of the chute. How do you do? Palmer drops the throw, going for the touchdown for Kelly. He catches. He's in the end zone. Touchdown, USA! The first play of the game, 34 yards, and the Trojans have the lead. How do you do?
And the Trojans go right for the throat, right out of the chute.
Gunther on the right, Holmes on the left. A two tight end formation with one back, Fargas. Fargas gets the play action, throw, long, looking for Colbert. He's open, catches at the 10. He's to the 5. He's in the end zone. Touchdown, USC! 52 yards, and the Trojans score again. He beat Ricky Manning, the mouth of UCLA. Sent Dustin Vargas wide left. Back to pass on first down, Palmer. He's hit in the backfield, but gets away. Still on his feet. He'll run it. 20, 15, 10, 5, dives. Head over heels. Down to the 1-yard line. Did he get in? I don't think so, but down to the 1. What a gutty play by Carson Palmer. Oh!
I think Carson's heroic, takeoff and run down the sidelines was just icing on the cake for kind of a career statement for him, that he would do anything he could possibly do to win a game for the Trojans, and he did it on that play, and I think it was a signature play for him.
Under center, takes the snap, gives to Vargas into the end zone. Touchdown, USC! It's 20-0. Second and a long two. Matt Moore, quarterback. He's from Harken High School, as is every quarterback in the Pac-10. Fumble to snap again. This one's loose. The Trojans might have got it. They do. SD football at the UCLA 13-yard line. Third and goal. Palmer drops the pass. Throws over the middle. Malifo McKenzie standing there all alone. Makes the catch. Touchdown, USC.
Don't stand. Hey, just sit there and play your thing. Don't get out of whack. Don't think about thumbnails. It's just like practice, just like the fundamentals, okay? Yep. All right, let's go. We know what to do. And settle down. It's 1st and 10 at the Trojan 40. Here come the Bruins trying to get back within 2 touchdowns late in the first half. Moore drops the pass. Not much of a rush. Now he's flushed in the pocket and sacked by Kenichi Udeze. Back at the 43-yard line. Udeze with his 7th sack of the season for USC.
The fans reveled in the halftime lead, but in the locker room, this USC team wanted more.
30 minutes.
Read the quarterback and pick one of you 2 guys, okay?
They are as a base defense as you're going to see. Let's grind it this time. Let's get the 4 yards. We got to kill them first or will.
Let's get it going. I want 35 this half. It's 0-0. It is 0-0.
1, 2, 3, finish. 1, 2, 3, where? 1, 2, 3, roll out. I want you to hear this.
Let's go.
Anybody, any football team can get all fired up and run out of here all jacked up. And the flame goes. That ain't the kind of burn I'm talking about. I want this to burn for 30 minutes. I want you to burn for, I don't want you to be satisfied with nothing. I want you to burn every step of the way. Keep it burning, keep it burning, keep it burning until the fire's so big they can't do nothing about it. You hear what I'm talking about? We can do this. We can do this. I want everybody pulling together. We beat one heart. We beat one heart. Bring it in here. Let's go. One heart.
One beat, baby.
Kelly left, Colbert right, reverse. Coming the other way, it's Colbert behind a block by nobody. Everybody's out there. Colbert to the 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, USC, the reverse. I was looking for guys to block, but there was nobody there but Trojan. Carson Palmer leading the way, 35 yards. Harry Colbert, a rushing touchdown, and the Trojans have another score. 2nd down and 10 at the 27. Under pressure. Ball is dropped. Fumbled. It's picked up by the Trojans. They've got it out near midfield. Will it be an incomplete pass or a fumble? I think it's a fumble, and if so, I think the Trojans have picked up another turnover out near the midfield stripe. It is USC ball. Split to the right. Throw over the middle. It is Gunther, the tight end, to catch the ball in the end zone for his first career touchdown. The big 6'8" basketball player with a touchdown, USC. Olsen at quarterback, was gone all but a couple of series for UCLA, was shaken up at the end of the first half, wants to throw and throw long, and it's going to be picked off. Intercepted by Marcel Allman back at the 45-yard line, 44-yard line for UCLA. Allman with his first interception. Wide receiver, I don't think so. That man is a defensive back, and the Trojans get it right back. Olsen will throw if he can, but he can't. He's sacked by Kenichi Udeze. Dropped the football. Trojans have the ball at the 17-yard line. McKenzie in. Handoff. Dennis. First down and more at the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Herschel Dennis. His first touchdown as a Trojan. Welcome to the big game, little guy.
In the tradition of winners, the coach was dunked by his team in victory celebration. He expected that. But there was one surprise for Pete Carroll he didn't expect. His team carried him off the field. For all the years of coaching for Pete Carroll, this was a first for the veteran coach.
Yeah, Kareem Kelly, man. You know what I'm saying? This whole year you've been humble, been selfless, and it all came to you today, man. You deserve that, man. You balled out and set it off for us.
Right now, I don't even know how to hand it around. There's so many things that happened so well. It was just from start to finish. You came to play football the way we wanted to get it done. I'm so proud to be part of it. I mean, with the big suckers carrying me on. I ain't never been in that situation before, but I want to tell you, I've been dreaming about it for a long time since I've been coaching. One time I wanted you to feel that good about a game, that could happen. I thank you so much. Yeah!
I mean, we knew we were a better team, but we knew it was a rivalry game, and people just kind of play way over their heads. And we were expecting them to do a lot more than they did and hold up a lot more than they did. But like I said, we had that snowball thing going. We were just rolling. And I think that game we were pretty much unstoppable. I don't think they really had a chance to slow us down. And you know, we came out and scored so early, so quickly that they knew the game was over in the first quarter.
There's nothing like you know, a packed game at the Coliseum. You know, SC versus Notre Dame. That's as good as it gets, really. And I remember during getting recruited in high school, going to see those games and everything, and feel the atmosphere, and to really have been a part of it and experience that type of game situation, that type of rivalry, and it was the best. You know, there's nothing like that.
If one storied rivalry wasn't enough, up next for the Trojans was the University of Notre Dame. This is the most intense intersectional rivalry in all of college football. It's the game of legends, it's the game of memories, and it's the one that burns in a player's heart. On this night, there was a sellout crowd in the Coliseum, a national primetime television audience, and all the pageantry that befits this type of game. It's a unique experience for all. And it was the last visit as a player to USC's legendary home field for the seniors on USC's roster.
It's the day to give it all up, boys. This is the one. Right now, we're going, hey, give it all up. From every guy on the freaking sidelines, I want everybody in this the whole way. We want great focus. We want great enthusiasm, great energy. We want to have so much fun playing football, we can't even stand ourselves when it's all over. Now, I don't want one thing to distract us from what we're doing. No demonstrations, no taking out on your own, nothing. I want it all to be about the Trojans the first-class way, and it's taking us right to here this moment. You have created every opportunity, fellas. You've done it all by the way we've gone about it. And we got one more shot here today. Are you ready to go? Yeah! Ready to go? Yeah! Are you ready to go? Yeah! Let's go, Trojans on three. Let's go. Trojans on three. 1, 2, 3. Trojans. Let's go, baby. Wow!
Get in. Leave it right here. Sit. Ain't no tomorrow, man. Ain't no tomorrow. Leave it right here.
Carson Palmer.
Just so many emotions run through your body, being at one place and such a great university for 5 long years and some tough seasons, and to go into that game in the situation we were in, and you know, all the talk about, you know, it's a BCS deciding game. You know, who's going to go to the BCS game? Who's going to get the big bowl berth? And national television, and everybody wanted to know if we were for real, and everybody wanted to know if they were for real, and just to go out and play the way we did, and for all the seniors, it's just I'm so happy for all the seniors to enjoy their last game at the Coliseum against their arch rival, and you know, the biggest game of any of our careers, and to play the way we did in front of a packed Coliseum was amazing.
One back, he'll get the call, coming left on student body left, after the 45, steps over the pile, 50, 45, 40, still on the speed down the sideline to the 30, 25, 20, 15, dragged out of bounds, inside the 15, to the 13-yard line by Mike Goolsby. Justin Vargas, his move that sprung him was just jumping over a would-be tackler. 47 yards, first down, USC. Holiday drops, rolls, throws over the middle, intercepted. Darryl Rideau at the 40, 35, he's at the 30, 25, still on his feet at the 20, 15, out of bounds, inside the 15, to the 12, to the 11-yard line. Darryl Rideau with the interception for the Trojans. That is his second of the season for USC, and a nice 29-yard return as well. First down, USC.
That's a great play, son. That's a great play.
And that's hard. Will throw, though, up the sideline. Rideau, interception number 2. No, knocked up in the air. He hits it to Deshaun Hill. Stays on his feet and gets tackled at the 41-yard line. About a 4-yard return. Rideau hit the ball in his anticipation of getting his second consecutive interception. Up in the air to Deshaun Hill. And for Hill, his second interception of the year. And the Trojans get it right back with 2:14 to go in the half. Colbert right, Kelly left. Carson drops the pass, sets up in the pocket, throws over the middle for Williams. He's got it! He's got it! Touchdown, USC! I say take a shot in the end zone.
Take a shot, baby. You got to have a quarterback like Carson Palmer and a wide receiver like Mike Williams, though, to execute that. That's what they had to do. Excellent call, Pete Arbogast. Throw it down the field. And the execution of the slant route, seam route, really was outstanding in front of Vontez Duff.
USC led at the half, but thirsted for more.
That guy's gone. He's gone. So what do I kick slide to? All the way down here.
All right, let's do that.
And then he goes all the way down and he's got it.
Let's get it done.
You understand me?
Let's go. Let's get it around.
You understand that? This fucking thing.
That's it. You got it. 7 minutes.
How far you want to take it? It is right there. It's right there. Coach Jones, what would you say? What would Coach School said right now?
Don't you tell him we got these son of a bitches right where we want them?
You got them right where you want them, boys. I tell you, right where they want. What else would you have said?
Take a
You understand what I'm talking about?
Palmer, quick drop, throw over the middle, it's complete, out in the flat, this is Grant Manos, 35-30, 25, stiff arm to the 20, down inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. Shane Walton, the tackle, 41 yards, pass, run, catch by Grant Manos, who stiff-armed a man, clearly his longest reception of his career in 2 years, the senior out of Foothill Junior College in Northern California. The Trojans have a first and goal at the Irish 14-yard line. Second down and 11 from the 15. Vargas in at running back. McKenzie slotted left. Tight formation on both sides. Little flip pass left side. Caught by McKenzie at the 10. Steps back into the 5. Touchdown, USC! What a great run by Relive McKenzie, playing his final game at the Coliseum. 15 yards and the Trojans are out in front by 10.
This is what Norm Chow's so great at. You bunch the receivers in. This time they had 2 receivers.
Handoff, Grant hit at the line, fumble the football, and I think the Irish got it back at the 27, but even so, it's going to be 4th down. Would have been a nice turnover for the Trojans. Hit by Polamalu, ball popped out, but I think he fell back on the ball, and if he didn't, Tom Lipinski did. It'll be 4th down, another 3 and out. The Trojans have forced another punt. Shotgun Carlisle Holiday, back to pass, steps up in the pocket, wants to run, trip, being chased, sacked by Nazell, down he goes! Handoff, McCullough, right side 10, 5, walks into the end zone, touchdown USC. Can you say New Year's Day? And split pass, bobbled, caught by the Trojans, and into the end zone, touchdown USC, and Relive McKenzie. Another score puts him over the 40-point mark again. McKenzie, the great one-handed bobbling act, finally caught it as he crossed the goal line.
You got to put a smile on your face about Relive McKenzie. Coming back for his 6th year. Carson Palmer, a hot read, blitz, throws it quick, no one out in the flat. It bobbled by Relive McKenzie. He's still running to the sidelines. The ball sort of suspended animation in midair, juggling off his shoulder pad in his hand. He reels it in and makes 2 Irish miss for the touchdown.
Ending in frustration here against these Irish. Not today. Sack! Holiday hit by Polamalu. That's the way to end your home career. Troy Polamalu, one of 3 finalists for the Thorpe Award. And that vote will be announced in a week or so. And Polamalu jogs off the field in what might be his final play in Cardinal and Gold here at the Coliseum. Trips left. Twin receivers right. Holiday drops back to his 13. Steps up in the pocket. Throws. And it is intercepted at the 36-yard line. That is intercepted by Mike Pollard. And the Trojans have it at the 36 for Pollard, his first interception of his career in his final home game as a Trojan.
The victory was the largest since 1974, a fact not lost on a Trojan legend from that game.
And it just reminds you of some of the great moments of us of the past, you know, especially the Notre Dame game. I mean, when Carson Palmer was driving that team down, it wasn't as dramatic and exciting as the years of the past, but it was still exciting because it showed people and showed the country that USC was back, just like that climax of that game.
USC has 4 Heisman Trophy winners, all known for their heroics on the field. Carson Palmer was one of the finalists in 2002, and on the big day, the last Heisman winner remembered the latest candidate.
You know, I felt like he was my little brother, honestly. I don't know if you know the story. I've articulated this a couple of times, but he was
I guess at the ceremony, and I called his dad and left a message on his phone. And his father called me back. I wasn't expecting a call, but he called me back, and then he put Carson on the phone, and I wished him luck. And I said, regardless of what happens, you're a winner in my book. You've had an outstanding season. You've handled yourself with class and dignity. You really, you know, did well, I think, especially during this rough start, and to see where, you know, how he managed that and how he got through that and how he obviously rose to the occasion. I was really happy for him.
Anytime somebody hands you the phone and says it's Marcus Allen, you know, one of the best running backs ever to play the game, you get a little bit nervous, and I was a lot of bit nervous. Just that I never talked to him, never met him, and you know, for him to take time out of his day and just to say hello and congratulations just for being there was, I mean, it's amazing. I'll never forget that conversation with him, and then to go through the Heisman experience and actually win it and be part of those guys, you know, OJ and Charles and Mike Garrett and him, and you know, to have your name mentioned with those guys is something you can't ever. It's never really going to hit home. I'm never really going to come back down to earth and realize that that's what happened.
It gives me great honor to announce the winner of the 2002 Heisman Memorial Trophy. And the winner is Carson Palmer from the University of Southern California.
As Palmer accepted the latest Heisman for USC, he remembered all who helped him, including his coach, a man who has turned the USC football program back to where it belongs, on top.
USC is back, and so much of that is Coach Carroll and his staff. I mean, he's instilled that, just the pride into the program again. It was lost for so long, and so many people just kind of came into SC and played SC, and what he's gotten back is that fear of playing SC, and his coaching staff and what he's done with the program to get it where it is now. It's going to be tough because it's always tough to stay on top. It's easy to get up there and then to fall back down. But if there's another better man in this country, another better coach that could do a better job than what Coach Carroll's done and do the job of keeping SC on top, I don't know that there is. I don't think there is a better man for that job.
I think Pete has got these guys again believing that they have what it takes to be a great football team.
He's just such an enthusiastic guy. He belongs where he is right now, and he's as good a college coach as there is, I think.
Well, Coach Carroll bringing us back meant that he knew of the tradition and the history that we have here, and that he was trying to use everything to inspire his players.
The tradition is back, you know, back on the top, back winning, and, you know, you're in Southern California, there's no better place. And, you know, as long as Coach Carroll keeps doing what he's doing and the talent keeps coming, you know, there's no limit. You know, there should be a dynasty again.
It is truly one of the great scenes in all of college football. More than 72,000 fans have come from as far as Los Angeles and Iowa City to convert this sun and fun capital of the world to a football paradise. This has been the most anticipated, most intriguing matchup of the bowl season. Pro Player Stadium is electric. It's the FedEx Orange Bowl, number 4, number 5 in the BCS. It's the Hawkeyes of Iowa and the Southern California Trojans.
This is how we have always played. We will always play for the guys in this room right here. I want you to give it up every step of the way. We ain't got nothing to hold back tonight now. I want guys on the sidelines cheerleading. When that offense comes off defensive guys, you be in their face, and vice versa. I want fucking energy from start to finish. You hear what I'm saying? Yeah. Don't you? Yeah. The way we know how to play this game. We got to get it all together, one heartbeat, all about us, and that's all it takes, fellas. We know ain't nobody can handle us if that's the way we go. I know you're going to go that way. Get us in here real tight. Heartbeat. One heartbeat. One heartbeat. Trojans on 3. 1, 2, 3. Trojans!
Trojans have run off 7 straight wins.
Vargas, right side. Touchdown, Trojans. 2nd and goal from the 6. Banks has pressure, and he's sacked. Pressure came from Matt Grudegood, all Pac-10 first-teamer. That's his 8th sack of the year.
strong safeties now are like the linebackers. Here's a big hole for Lewis, and Lewis breaks it out up to midfield.
Right from the backside. It looks like Matt Grudegood. It is Grudegood who knocked it out.
So Palmer immediately rolls to the right, throws a strike, and it's down to the 35-yard line. This is a 35-yard attempt by Killeen. This one has the distance and is good.
We are the second half team, y'all. We are going to come out and dominate this game. Get ready for this win. We give them 15 yards and they still can't score. You hear what I'm saying? They ain't going to get no more points on us. They ain't getting nothing. You hear it? You just keep fighting your ass off the whole way, the way we know how to do it, and make our adjustments right now. Get these things right, make sense of it, coaches, and let's go get ourselves a win. Let's go.
Palmer 4 for 4 in this half. Third down. Over the middle to Williams. Touchdown SC. Mike Williams. A strike from Carson Palmer. Spread the field. Here's Fargas. Big hold. Fargas is loose. Fargas is gone. Touchdown Trojans. 50 yards. Well, I can tell you this. Carson Palmer's just taking this game over. He looks in complete control. And he's coming off that game where he threw for 425 yards against Notre Dame. 4-year starter against a 1-year starter in Banks. 3-step drop, strike, first down, look out. All the way out to the 35-yard line goes Terry Colbert.
How far has Mike Williams? I mean, he had such a great stretch there in the middle of the season.
80th reception this year, new NCAA freshman record.
Find somebody else with some heat here.
Sultan McCullough with a big hole, look out. Breaks a tackle inside the 20, still on his feet at the 10. Sultan McCullough to the 5. Pick up of 31, first and goal at the 5. McCullough deep, he's the carrier. McCullough inside the 5, touchdown Sultan McCullough and USC.
As the corner backs out, safety boy, Jason Leach just read that absolutely perfectly. And they actually got life with a running game.
Sonny Bird with a touchdown. It was his drive. And he made it pay off from 5 yards out with a touchdown. And Sonny Bird, the guy they really enjoy, gets his name in the record books.
And they'll be part of it.
You remember a year ago today? Remember what that was a year ago today? That sick feeling? We don't know that feeling no more. You're going to have a lot of chance to talk to people about what we have accomplished this season. I want you to do it the way we've been doing it, with first class, with style. It's so important the way we do things. We ain't like nobody else, okay, fellas? We're different, and we're going to continue to be different as we continue to excel to the top of this whole thing. We went as far as we can take it. Is there an argument or isn't there? Yep. Who the hell's the best team in America?
While this is a picture of the past, eyes are turned forward for USC football and its future. It is a jewel that shines brightly for fans, players, coaches, and those who love this school, this game, and this memory. Thanks for joining me. I'm Tim Ryan.